So, good afternoon, and I see I started off with the wrong camera today. So, welcome again. This time a bit in the afternoon, but we are going to do some streaming again. I did make a few changes, so I'm using a different microphone, so please let me know if there are some sound issues. As far as I can see, everything looks correctly now. And if you have any questions, just let me know in chat. I will try to answer them. And let me see if everything is working. As far as I can see, everything looks right. No weird things at all. So that's good. So since we changed yesterday, or we stopped yesterday after the stream, I did do a tiny bit of more work to fix the step from yesterday. The ones were here yesterday. Remembering might remember that I stopped halfway of a step, and I did finish that step, and I also did fix everything that was wrong in that step, and that took me around 2 hours. So we don't need to do that today. So let me switch over to some nice cameras, and let me see, let's use this for today. So this is where we are now. So what I have done at first is I have added all the lights, and to do so I needed to completely remove all these red parts again, which actually took a very long time yesterday to put all together, but they are there now. I also added the, I think it's called mud flaps here. I did add the hinges in here, and I think that is most of it. So for today we actually are going to put this to the side, because, and let me put it over there, because what we are going to do, and let me show you on screen, is we are going to start with the gearbox. So I am really wondering how that's going, and let me show it on the screen. So this is how it is going. So what we are going to need is print 9 and print 10, and from that we also need some grease later on. We also need the motor, and we are using a brushed motor, so it's not like some other part that this is a brushless motor. But I think that's fine. We need a bunch of parts, but yes, let's grab all required stuff and let's get working on this assembly. So I do need M3 10s, yes. I need the M3 lug nuts. Do I need M26? Yes. M3, I don't need those. Is it open? That's interesting. Okay. So we need M325. That's here. We need M26. I already had those. I need M3 nuts. That's here. We need to be careful for those. We need M3 set screws. That's in here. And also let me switch while we do the clip. We need the motor. That's here. And we need bearings. Not those. There we go. And we need grease. So, okay. So, and that are all required parts. And let me again go here. And let me... Oh, I have the right camera now. So let me set up this right, because it lost its status, I guess. That's interesting, because we did use that yesterday as well. Camera 5. Okay. So there we go. If I do it now, then we have the small window there as well. I probably should just add that to the source. And let me check if there is something showing up wrong in the bitrate here. If that's right. Let me make sure everything is going right to Twitch. Yes, that looks right. Okay, not sure why that was showing that there was no information. So we have all parts here. Then we need to have print 9 and print 10. Print 10. And print 9. So let me also grab my paperwork here, because this is a pretty complex part of the build. And with the amount of mistakes we made yesterday already, I am pretty afraid of how this is going. But we will see how this goes. So for myself, I do also have a paper version of the same steps that's on screen. And that's a bit easier to see. And I'm sorry for the sound, I do need to open these plastic bags. And today the goal for the stream is to stream around 3 hours, so till around 6 or something like that, my time. We'll see how it is going, but that basically is the goal. Okay. So all these parts are actually printed with 100% infill. So they came out really nicely. I was really surprised how these parts came out. So that's a good thing, I guess. So let me grab the paperwork. So we don't need this yet. So I am going to try and see what I need to get into. So this is a 31, then this will be 35. Then this is a 20. So I assume this. this, and this. And then we have 225. Okay. That seems doable, I guess. So this should be in the order they are supposed to be in. So someone is spamming me. One moment. Okay. Not that interesting. So then we need to find out which shaft we need. So this looks like that one. This looks like that one. This is that one. And this is that one. This goes there. And this one goes there. Okay. So this goes in here. This goes in here. They do slide in really nice actually. I assume this one goes all the way around. Yes. Okay. I think we got that. That was the easy part, I guess. And then we need to grab that onto the next step. We need, let me show it also on screen. We need to get the bearings on. So let's grab some bearings. And let's try if we can fit these on here. Let me grab a pinning tool. I do have a small elephant's feet there. Let's hope I won't be hurting myself. So I did print the test part and it did fit. It was just pretty tight. There we go. That goes like this. Then they need a bearing on that one. That also looks, it has a really small elephant's feet. Okay. This is much easier. Okay. Let me check because this one is there. This one also needs 2 bearings. There we go. And the other side. These two also need 2 bearings. Interesting that this one, oh, that's sticking out a bit. Okay, there we go. And then we need to get these parts. It's this one. And what I do find interesting, but I think we just need to remove it, are these sections here. But there are no instructions here to remove those. But I think that's the way it should go, because otherwise the gears will just trap in there. Because that's, for example, never fit into there. So I think I just go and remove it. Let me move this camera a tiny bit so you can see it better. Okay. So I do hope this is the right way, because they start so not sure you can see it, but this part here is moving, and the same here. It is. Does this camera show it better? It is moving, so that's a good thing. Okay, let's remove it, because we do need to add some grease to all of this. So I am not sure this is the right grease, but it is PTFE based, so I think it will be fine. But I don't have any other grease laying around, unfortunately. So let's see if we can very carefully get this going. Without getting all my hands dirty. Okay, that's so I did get a bunch of grease on my hands, unfortunately. So I am turning it by hand to get everything smooth out, and I will add a bit more. And I also do need to add this last one, and that simply goes in here. And let me also add some grease to that one. Okay. There we go. Perfect. So this is really smooth. Let me quickly clean my hands, because otherwise everything is going to be with grease. Not perfect, but good enough for now. So, let's move this to the side, because we did all these steps. Move that paper to there. We did that. So let me also go for you to the next step. So we need a bunch of M325s. That's this one. And we need 7 of those. Okay, there we go. Then we need 7 M3 lock nuts. Oh, let's not make a mess here, Paul. Okay, let's grab the right bit. There we go. And then it looks like we simply just insert the lock nuts in there and we screw everything together. I do hope this background music is not coming through, because then I will have a copyright problem. So it is a national holiday here in the Netherlands, so everyone is the day off, and there are a lot of people outside here near my living room. So these few first steps were much quicker as the steps we did yesterday. So this gives me a good confidence feeling on how the rest is going. Because the amount of work we did yesterday wasn't a lot. Like, not a lot at all. Oh. Oh, don't drop. Perfect. So now you might to see it a bit better. Now I put an extra part there. You, I think it does have a bit of problem focusing. What's happening there? Let me make it a bit darker. So yeah, it is very hard to show, but basically you can see that part here now moving. And there is basically no resistance at all, so that's great. And it moves to both sides. So okay, let's go to the next step. So we did all of this. And so I am not sure what I have. So I do have just set screws as ordered, I would say. So it is a bit interesting. Do I have M36? I think I'm just going to use the M36 instead of these set screws. Okay. And then I do need this part. And I just noticed here it says we might need to print this in ABS for ASA, but I didn't. So I am afraid we need to try this if this is going to work. M310 4 times. It's only showing up twice there. That is to mount the motor. But that's only 3 positions. So I guess you'll only do 3. No, it only has 2 proper positions. Okay, then we need to have this one, add 2 normal nuts from here. One, 2, and we insert that onto now. That's actually pretty tight. And it won't work. There we go. I don't know how far it needs to go. I do know I need to insert 2 parts. So let me grab a oh. This is pretty irritating. So they do drop out directly, but you can't get them in properly. That's not far enough, damn it. Okay. Okay, I can't use these, so I need to grab, unfortunately, a set screw. I do have them, but okay. That's one, and now the second. And then let's try it on again. Oh. I have no idea how far. So if I okay, it needs to go further. Let me grab a hammer. I'm back in a minute. Okay, the sound should be back. Let's see how this works. Okay, I think that should be far enough. Yes. Interesting. This is a bit loose, I would say. That's better. Does it still fit in there? It's like impossible to turn. Let me quickly check if this motor is working on a power supply. Okay, so it does turn when I do power it on, so that's good. I don't know. I think it's right. I will add a bit of grease there as well. There we go. And we need to add 2 bearings here. Okay, let me try it with this as well, because I don't trust it. So you was probably able to hear it on screen. It does turn. It does take a massive amount of current, so I'm not sure. So I'm not sure. You might just need to be applying more grease. So what I think I'm going to do is open it and add more grease, because I do believe this is not right. of course. I did drop one of the nuts. Where is it? I can't see it, so let's grab a new one. So it is interesting, by hand turning it is pretty much very easy, but as soon as I use the motor, it's like impossible. And I do have a bit more of this. But after this, I don't have much more left over in this. Oh, yes. Let me grab a paper towel quickly. Okay. So because it isn't all screwed together now, it's a bit harder to do this. It's like impossible to do it. But let's see if we can. Yes, let's screw it together. At least with a few of the bolts. Okay, and then let's also add one here. Ah, something got empty again. Let me quickly switch batteries. Maybe destroyed everything. And it should come back any minute. It is starting up. That it should, yes, there we are. Okay, let me put it on the, because I can't turn it by hand. So it's even worse as it was before. Interesting. Oh, we did drop a bearing. Need to fix that, I guess. Okay, I think I found it. I think this bearing is, this one is turned around. So let's switch it. And now I'm completely covered in grease on my hands again. There we go. Yes. Or at least for a second. But that was already a much better sign. Yes, I think this is perfect. So I can now turn it by hand. As long as it's not too. So I think we need a tiny. Yes. Okay, let me very quickly wash my hands because they are pretty dirty. So I'm back in a minute. Okay, there we go. So everything should be sound back. So let's screw it together and then I will test it one more time to make sure everything is right before we continue. So we need to add a few more screws in here. So we still can turn it by hand. Okay, and then we need to break down these screw holes. There we go. And we need for that we need 8 M3 nuts, the normal ones. And we need 8 M310, these ones. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. We need a one smaller X key. And everything on stream looks still okay, so that's good. And we still can turn it, so that's fine. What's happening there? It lost the string for a minute. Okay. Should be still fine. I so hate inserting nuts into these kinds of holes. And we can still turn it around, so that's good. Hard to screw in something well at the same time you're trying to look at the screen that everything is okay. So let me grab something to drink quickly. You can still turn it, so that's okay. And then the last two screws. And after that I do one more quick test on the power supply to make sure it is still working correctly. Okay. We still can turn it by hand, so it should be fine. But let me quickly put it on the power supply so we can make sure. Yes, perfectly. So it does take lots less amperage now, so we definitely had the gear the wrong way around. So let me quickly post this on Twitter. There we go. So we did 1.5 hours for this, but to be fair, it was a pretty difficult step, I would say myself. So I think this is fair. Of course it should have been faster if I didn't do it wrong first, part, but I think it's fair. So let's go up to the next step. We need M3 tens 3 times. So let me M3 not show here, M3 6. We didn't use those, so let's return those to the packaging. This is all going very well. What do we need? We need M310. Two of those. And we need M26. And not that. M26, that's here. And we need 8 of those. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we don't need this one. So we need to poke a hole here. At least that's what I'm expecting. Yes. And the same in this one. And they need to be inserted in here. Like that. Okay. I'm not sure if it does need to be the same way, but let's just make sure it is as much as possible. We need to clean this part. There we go. We also need to clean this side. Yes. Don't know. Okay, and then we need to insert one of these, and we do that by two on each side. Okay. Okay, and then we need to add this onto that block and do the same thing. Yes, that works. Nice. What I will do for next time is try to see if I have a different, or if I have something to put on my table or something like that. So I don't have a very light table and a very dark part I'm working on. It might actually help a lot in the lighting, because it's like impossible to see what I'm doing for you. Okay. That's one. That's two. And the last one. Okay. Okay, up to the next one. Some bit of dirt. Gearbox installation. In this simple step, producer will install the gearbox in the center of the chassis. So, okay, we need M312. Do we have that here? No, so we can bring up all these screws here. And I should look into getting a small bag with, or small location where I can store all these screws instead of these open bags, because that will be a mess at one point. For sure. M312. That's... we want... yes. We need two of those. And there we go. Sorry. And what we need to do is get the model. Not sure why my presentation thought we should go next. Okay, so get the model, puts it on its side, and basically it just goes in. Something like this, but or should it go in like this? Yes, I think it should. Okay. So it is very hard to see what we do. But I do think it goes in like that. Okay. That won't fit properly. So there's very limited space again to fit here my screwdriver again. So maybe what I can do is grab this and use that. No. Let me get another hex key. So I have no idea if this is actually going any in. So that's interesting. Interesting. Am I doing it the right way around? Pretty sure, man. I so hate hex keys. I'm very sorry I'm not really able to show you this on camera, but unfortunately it's even for me nearly impossible to see. I do think we are getting there, so that's the good part. The bad part is we need to do another screw. Okay, I'm going to leave that one for now. I'm trying to fit in the other one first. So where's the other screw? Oh wow. Oh. Okay, I should have said it. It went in for the first part much easier. So we should be getting there again. Just a bit more. Okay, so this one is there as well. So let me try and get the motor where I think it should be. Okay. Okay, I think that one is okay. Now let's try to do this one. Yes, I think it is in. Nice. Not sure why it went again to a different step on the computer. Okay. And then we need to try to the other side as well. There you go. This side just to be sure. Yes. So I am quite surprised that it's still pretty loose. So I'm not sure why. Okay. So let's go to the next. In this step, in three-step procedure, you assemble axle arms, steering rods, and track bar. These parts consist of arm joint and ball joints, and they need to press together. Okay. We need grease and a hammer or a vise. So we already have a hammer. We needed that earlier today. Okay. So we need to get this one aside. Which printed part? 11. Okay, and we need to have the tool to put it in. Here, a hammer. Also, I noticed I have okay. So let me quickly open the parts. So we need to make sure they are oriented right. Okay. Yes, we can do that. Okay. So we need this part like this. And then we need a ball joint. And we need the normal ones. And how do they say? You put part, then you put grease. Okay. I don't think that will do any movement. Should it be like this? Yes. Okay. Learned again. Don't need to put it too far. Let me grab a piece of towel again. Okay. I might need to add grease. Let me... I'm temporarily putting off the sound so you don't hear my hammering. Sorry. So let me, and you might saw what happened. I broke one of the ball joints. So let me quickly print a new one. Let me start up that print. This was number 11. So let me switch to my so I am looking up the model for hardtop and to print plates, push slice plates, number 11. And let me check. We do not want the center of the chassis. We don't want the control arm. We do want the ball joints. Drag link we don't need. Upper arm don't need. So let me see how long does this take. Okay, I don't need 24, so remove half of it. Oh, 33 minutes. Let's do another half of it. So, okay, 20 minutes. Export. Yes. And let's upload it to Octoprint. Come on. So it does have the right filament on there, yes. So let's print. And well, it's going to start or heating up. I will just follow the rest of the instructions. And I do need to run to it to confirm. So I will check on it when it starts printing, just to be sure it's going okay. Okay, this one is done. So let me grab a towel so we can put it on there. So we don't mess up everything here with. So the second one looks like this. And we need the normal ball joint there. Twice, yes. Okay. So, oh, let me switch cameras again. Yes. Yes. Okay, let me run to the printer because it's finishing heating up. So, sorry, you will be hearing now the printer in the background, unfortunately. So, these all have markings on it. Okay, so this one is a special one, so it needs like this, and the other side like this, so a bit of glue, or glue, not glue, grease. There we go, and then turning around, then the servo ball joints, yes. Reusing some of the grease. Not yet in. There we go. Perfect. This goes in normal. Okay, so bit of grease. We did it too far. Still too far. There we go. Okay, and for the upper and lower arm, we need one side the other way around. So what we first will do is one side of all of them. And then for the second one, okay, two more. And I have again very greasy hands, so after this I will be going and wash my hands again. Okay, and let me quickly check on the printer. That's all going perfectly fine. So now this needs to be the other way around. So let me turn them around, grab a bit of grease. So just go pretty quickly once you figure out how everything works. Not this one. Okay, and then we need to do the same for this. then turn it around. Perfect. Oh, you might even have one left over. So we did it. Let's spare ball joint. So now we have, I guess, a few spare in a minute. And the last one. Yes. Okay, let me quickly clean a bit of the mess up here and wash my hands. Okay, so I am back in a minute to wash my hands. Okay, so let's see what the next step is. Let's switch to presentation. That's here. Present. Okay, so we need an M316. something we haven't used yet. And we need 8 of those. Let me check. Yes. 2. Yes. We need M310. That's here. And they also need to be the and we need M3 lock nut. And we need 8 of those. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so we need this part. Okay. And then I assume it goes like this. Wait. No, it goes the other way around. But it goes like this. Okay. Let's not drop stuff down. Okay. Maybe we should have done the lower arms first. Maybe that would have been a bit easier. I'm not sure why these need to be lug nuts, but okay. Okay, and the printer is already done. It doesn't fit. Great. Yes, fitting the lower ones would have been easier. I hope that music is not hearable again. What's happening on here? No idea what happened. Okay, and the last one. This one. Okay. Everything is greasy again. Oh. And what we then need to do is also mount it to the vehicle. So let's grab that thing. We have it like this. Okay. Wow. Not fitting. Wait. Okay. Okay, I'm going to quickly wash my hands again because it's all under the grease. I'm back in a minute. So I'm not fully sure what's happening here. It doesn't fit. There's my cleaning tool. There we go. Okay. Quickly insert some screws. Okay, that's one. Two. Turn it around. Three. And four. Motor is still turning, so that's okay. Perfect. So let's clean up a bit. Everything is really messy again. So that can there. We did this step. Not sure. We have 2 screws left over. Should be fine, right? That can go there. Let's go to there. And let's go to the next step. Interesting. So we did insert I guess we need these later. So let's move that around to there for now. Same with that. And I'm going to quickly wash my hands again. And now what time is it? So we have 20 minutes left, so should be fine to do a bit more. So before we continue, I need to read some stuff. Yes, so let's quickly continue on the next step, so let's move on. So we need this. So this we did already. Did we? Yes, here we are. So we need 12, 13 and 14. You already used 12? No. So 12. Which colors are these? 12, 13, 14. Black, red, black. Okay, so 13 is red. So this should be easy to find. Blue. But 13 is red. I'm expecting 13 to be black. Fourteen. But 13. Okay, interesting. 13. Ah, the list is wrong. Interesting. 13. So then we need just 12. 29. 32. 33. 39. 16. 12. Okay. My desk is getting too small. So let's get all parts out of here. So it looks like we are going to do some interior design. There we go. So let's turn it around. And what I want to do is add some towels here, because there is all kinds of grease under there. So. Okay, and M26 we need M2, M3, M3, M26, and we need M316, and we need M320. Did you get that from this box? No. Where did they? Nothing. Oh, sorry for. So no, we should have it here in this box below. Ah, yes, there it is. Okay. So, we do also need a part from something else. So let's put it on its side. Yes. And then we need M4 or if it, we need this interesting. So this is M316. There we go again. Okay, and then this one as well. And then we need to turn it around. And do the same there. Oh. There we go. Okay. There drops my screwdriver again. Okay, and then the last thing for today is mounting the electronics. So that's this one. Interestingly enough, not sure how that's going to fit. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, that's one. Okay, there we go. Then the other side around. Yes. Okay. So, what we are going to do is we are going to stop for today. I do want to watch Joe again. And then we are going to finish this or continue this tomorrow, I think. So, I do need to work again tomorrow. So, this will be in the evenings instead of the afternoon. Probably better for viewing anyways. So, I want to all thank you for watching while I quickly screw these 4 screws in. And then I will see you tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. And we will work on this tomorrow and hopefully get it done before the weekend. Maybe? We will see. Well, thanks for watching. And have a very good evening. Bye for now.